Hey guys, and welcome to 9.9 Comics, the Top 5. I am your host, Kyle, and I am here to bring to you our top 5 picks for the week of September 25th, 2019 for New Comic Book Day. Coming in at number 5 this week, we have Relics of Youth, number 1, coming out of Vault Comics. Nat Rodriguez keeps dreaming of an island. Soon, the dreams become waking visions. Alone and concerned, Nat manages to locate other teenagers across the globe who share her intense obsession with the unmapped enclave. And then, the strangest part, every one of them wakes up one morning with a mysterious tattoo, a tattoo only the 6 of them can see. Now, each of them knows no matter what the obstacles in their way, they must discover this unknown paradise. So simply enough, this one made the top 5 because, I mean, it's an interesting storyline. Seems like it could be something promising. And also, it's out of Vault Comics, so if it does blow up, expect it to sell out very quickly without even trying, and that is good for rarity and good for collecting. Also, cover B is going to be a Deadly Class homage cover, so when you're coming in for this one, you want to get that one as well. Coming in at number 4 this week, we have New Mutants War Children number 1. Strong and free. Don't miss this momentous event as legendary creators Chris Claremont and Bill Sienkiewicz reunite with Magic, Wolfsbane, Cannonball, Cypher, Mirage, Karma, and Sunspot to share this never-before-told story of the New Mutants' past. When Warlock experiences a nightmare, he begins going haywire, and it's up to his friends to save him. But as Warlock grows more frenzied, they should be worrying about being able to save themselves. And doubtly so when Magic's inner demon, Darkchild, threatens to break free. Also a special guest appearance by none other than Kitty Pryde. So, with this one, we're going to be looking at it obviously for the fact that Chris Claremont is going to be at the helm of this one. Also, New Mutants is getting a movie soon, so expect the X-Men hype to blow up again. Especially for New Mutants. And then if you're an indie fan and not big on like the same old Marvel book that you always see all the time, this one is for you based on its art style alone. It's very grungy and strays from the average Marvel comics. So for those of you who don't like, how like the way like the Hulk and Iron Man look, it's always like not the same art, but you know what I mean. This is definitely more of an Image comic style book. Our number 3 pick for this week is Strike Force number 1 out of Marvel Comics. No compromise, no mercy. All new ongoing series. From the dark minds of rising stars Tini Howard and Jermaine Peralta comes a tale of the underside of the Marvel Universe. A new threat is secretly taking over the planet, and the more people who know about it, the more powerful the threat becomes. Blade dealt with this threat once before and hoped to never have again. He can't bring the Avengers in on this, not just for their own safety, but for the safety of everyone on Earth. So he must recruit a team of heroes accustomed to darkness, a Strike Force. Blade, Angela, Spider-Woman, Wiccan, the Winter Soldier, Monica Rambeau, and Damon Hellstrom join forces to fight the fights that no other Marvel team can take on. So, for this one, we're looking at it, for one, it's a Diamond Gem of the month, so there's a good point. Also, this is starring Blade. If you haven't been looking in the social media lately about new movies coming out, Blade is getting his own movie. It's going to be played by the guy who played the bad guy in Luke Cage in the first season. He's a really good actor. Also, Tini Howard's at the helm, so it should definitely be interesting. Everything Tini Howard touches pretty much does good, especially coming from the indie world. She knows how to write. Also, this kind of is like Marvel's Justice League Dark, shining more so on the characters you don't hear much about, that don't get a lot of shine, and that you don't see in the movies so much anymore, especially Blade. We haven't seen him in like 20 years. So it's really exciting, especially for me, because I was a big Blade fan when I was a kid, to see what they're going to do with this. This week's number 2 pick is Plot number 1 out of Vault Comics. In order to receive, first you must give. When Chase Blaine's estranged brother and sister-in-law were murdered, he becomes guardian to Mackenzie and Zack, the niece and nephew he hardly knows. Seeking stability for the children, Chase moves his newly formed family to his ancestral home in Cape Augusta, which overlooks a deep black bogland teeming with family secrets. So this one is a featured item, for one. Also, it is completely sold out. So after all of them leave the shelf on your local comic book store, don't expect any more unless they get reprinted. Also, this is a super interesting premise, you guys. I haven't, and it's kind of original. I can't really think of another story that it reminds me of, but it already has me captivated to know what's in that bog, and that's telling you something. It's gripping without even reading it. So therefore, to not read it, you basically just not read comics at all. Just buy them and put them in a box. And now be it the time for the 9.9 breakup! Today's 9.9 breakup is Harley #1 out of DC Comics, duh. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. On that road, I saw a pale man, and he smiled at me. Dr. Harley Quinn has discovered a revolutionary cure for the madness of Gotham City. She just needs to prove it actually works. But with the criminal justice and mental health establishment united against her, the brilliant young psychologist must take drastic measures to save Gotham from itself. Witness Harleen's first step on a doomed quest that will give birth to the legendary supervillain Harley Quinn in this stunning reimagining of Harley and the Joker's twisted and tragic love affair by visionary storyteller Stephen Sejic from Aquaman, Underworld, and Suicide Squad and Sunstone. So, Harley #1, this is going to be a really big one, you guys. First off, Harley Quinn is still as popular as ever. You would think that, like, after Suicide Squad, people stop caring about her. That is wrong. Every con you go to, there will be 1,000 of them. People still care about her. And especially with Birds of Prey coming out soon, expect the hype to blow up even more. This is also a Diamond Gem and a new Black Label as well. So expect them to not hold back on the content. There's nothing about a kid could get a hold of this. No, this is an adult comic book. It is advertised as an adult comic book. You should not be giving this to children. So with that said, it's going to be good stuff. Also, expect the inside art to be just as breathtaking as the cover. The guy on the cover is writing the book and doing the cover, the inside art as well. So this is a work of love, and this guy has put a lot of work into this, and expect that to be reflected on the pages. Not only that, but cover B is already on back order, and expect cover A to be sold out by Wednesday on its release. Going into those honorable mentions, we're going to start with Marvel with the release of Absolute Carnage Miles Morales #2, Amazing Spider-Man #30, which is an Absolute Carnage tie-in, Powers of X #5, Avengers Loki Unleashed #1, Wolverine Annual #1, and Thanos #6 of 6, the end of that run. And then moving into DC Comics, we have Batman Curse of the White Knight #3, Batman Superman #2, and Action Comics #1015, specifically for that Lucio Perillo variant. And then finishing it off with Image Comics, we have Pretty Violent #2, Ride Burning Desire #4, and SFSX Safe Sex #1. So I guess SFSX is the abbreviation for safe sex, I'm gonna guess that. But with that said, I would like to thank you for liking, subscribing, sticking with us every week, and hello all you new subscribers, we appreciate you joining us, and expect a top 5 every single week to guarantee to your return on investment on your collection to improve. So I will see you next week.